I definitely see him not being able to see his children for some time, all that jazz. And I will explain why, if it comes true, which I highly believe it will. Megan, will prevent him from seeing his children. So the King of Pentacles, somebody, it might be King Charles, will introduce this woman to Prince Harry. Ugh, the William Harry. You know, it's because I also... Hi everyone, welcome back to Not Like Time. My name is Hallie, so grateful to have you all. Let's get into the video. A lot of you have been asking me for longer videos that are all cut into one. I am going to do timestamps, so I'm going to continue with that. They seem to be going very well. It saves me editing time too, so I can can fit more videos into that. I'm going to be doing 3 this week. Don't forget to catch my live. I tried to go live Wednesday, now at about 6 p.m. because daylight savings and we get more light, so yeah, I tried to do 6 p.m. I was doing 4 p.m. before, like I said before, because daylight savings. Forgot, is daylight savings when you add time? Anyways, my name is Hallie. Please like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, all that jazz. So grateful to have you all. I couldn't make a video last week, so I do other stuff too. And I had an exam that I actually couldn't write. It's a little long story, but I'm going to be writing it again very soon. Once the exam's done, I will have that out of the way for that. Okay, so let's get into the reading. It's raining cats and dogs where I am in Miami. Very grateful for the rain. Just sometimes it makes a lot of noise, so that's why. So I hear the pitter patter. Okay, so I'm going to start with Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. Some of you have asked me to do this. I was accurate, unfortunately, and unfortunately, you know, it depends how you look at it. About Taylor Swift breaking up, I said once the music videos are done, her and Joe are going to break up. I think they've been broken up for a while. It's just that they publicly announced it recently. I said once the music videos, because it would seem weird if she's releasing love songs, like videos of love songs, if she's going through a breakup, you know what I'm saying? So I think her team was like, just wait to break the news. And she did. Okay, so Harry Styles and Taylor Swift, they were together before. Some people are like, will they get back together again moving forward? We'll see. We shall see. Also, I do take video suggestions. If you're a member, you get first choice. Yeah, I do also drop videos early for members, so just keep that in mind. Okay, wow. So I strongly can see through the cards. You know, I'm usually accurate. Doesn't mean I'll be accurate here. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers card. When I get this Lovers energy, they clearly still have feelings for one another. You know, there's always something with Sagittarius and Aquarius. Sun in Sagittarius, Sun in Aquarius. Harry Styles, Sun is in Aquarius. Taylor Swift, Sun is Sagittarius. I think whenever, because speaking from experience, I've dated Sagittarius, Sun in Sagittarius. I had an instance with one recently, but there's something. Number one, both signs can be very charming, very, very charming. And what Sagittarius and Aquarius understand about one another is the freedom that we need in relationships. And I said this before about Joe Alwyn and Taylor Swift, that he felt like, I don't know. Okay, let me make this. I'm going to give you an example. I said this before in a video I did about Joe Alwyn and Taylor Swift, that I strongly feel as though he and I have to say strongly feel because for legal reasons, but through the cards, I get the sense that he, as a sun in Pisces, is secretly controlling. And I've had my fair share with sun in Pisces, like dating them and so forth, having them in my life, that they can be very passive aggressive in their control, you know. And suns like sun in Sagittarius, sun in Aquarius were very upfront people. Unless some things have happened, I have met some Aquarius, and I'm doing a video on Ashton Kutcher later. I want to get into like the passive aggressive when Aquarius become passive aggressive. Why? But in general, we're very upfront. I'm Sun Aquarius, and I know Sun Sagittarius. Very upfront, very blunt. We know what we want. We just go for it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think Joe was holding her back in more ways than she realizes, because I don't think she wanted to accept about herself that she likes attention. So with 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, and Ace of Wands, it's almost like he kind of like, I get the sense, and I'm going to get into this reading in my live that I'm going to be doing after this. So by the time you watch this, I already have done my live. So check out the live that I'm doing about Joe Alwyn and Taylor Swift, because I strongly feel like he has this way, Joe has this way of like controlling Taylor, like making her feel less than, you know. So I can see here, back to Harry and Taylor, I can see here that there's a lot of hurt. There was a lot of hurt, empty promises. I think he gave her a lot of empty promises. I've dated male Aquarius, definitely had my fair share of empty promises. And Libras. With King of Wands, I think this time he wants to say sorry. And I did say this in a reading, I'm just remembering now. I did say this in a reading I did a long time ago, that he's going to apologize to her about how he made her feel. You know, I don't know. I can relate so much to Taylor Swift and her love life. A lot. I think it's because we're born in the same year or something, but I can relate a lot to like dating jerks. Not all my exes have been jerks, but majority have been just like not very nice to me, condescending and stuff like that. And I'm only telling my personal stories so that you can learn. This channel about learning, you know. So I can just relate. I can relate a lot actually, of just like not just being in that energy of needing to prove, you know. Thank God I broke out of it, and she will too. I predicted, go back and watch my Taylor Swift videos. I predicted they're going to break up, and the next person she's going to be with for a long time, for a very long time. So Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, and death. I think with Harry and Taylor there was marriage on the table, but with the death card it came to an end. It's almost like he was all about words and no action, and that's something I think we should teach everyone, but particularly women, that if someone that you're interested in doesn't put in the work, leave them alone. Like now I see that very clearly. In the beginning, when someone's not putting in the work, I'm done. It's completely done. It's over. Because later on, when things really get worse, you know, when you go through a challenging time in your life, they're showing you that they won't be there for you. So Five of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. She's going to be walking alone. Taylor's going to be doing things alone. But it's going to be for her better. For her better. I am going to be doing a Harry Styles video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's move on to Prince William. Please comment. I'd love to know what you have to say. I haven't had a lot to eat today because I've been doing this like fasting. So please mind me. My brain is not all there today. But I will get the message across. You know, actually, my messages are often better. I feel like spirit can work through me better, and the angels can work through me better when I haven't eaten a lot. That's why, in general, not even because I'm doing this fasting, but in general, if I eat before reading, I'm way more foggy. So, just putting that out there. Okay, so let's move on to Prince William and if he is cancelled. I did predict a lot of what's happening with Prince Harry. Excuse me. I want to do Prince Harry. I'm sorry. I wrote Prince William, but I meant to say Harry. Because somebody asked William, but I don't want to do William. I want to do Harry. So, excuse me. Prince Harry. Prince Harry. If he's cancelled. I did predict a lot of what's going on right now. I predicted they would have... This is when I still did prediction about kids. I don't do that anymore because it's a little insensitive. I predicted 2 kids. I predicted a girl and a boy, actually. I predicted that he would return back to England and she wouldn't be going with him. And I just found out before I started recording, something posted up on my Instagram that he is going to be attending King Charles's ceremony alone without her. I think this is the beginning of, without her being Meghan Markle, I think this is the beginning of him stepping away from her. I strongly believe that she's an emotionally abusive person. I don't know if she's a narcissist. I can't diagnose her. You know, nowadays everybody's a narcissist. But I do see some serious issues. Serious issues that she has, and she can be very emotionally abusive. I predicted she's going to isolate from the kids. I predicted that they'll be over. It's taking a little longer. But let's see what's going on with Prince Harry, because a lot of people are turning their back on him, which I predicted too. Okay. So, I find it very interesting. I'm going to explain this story first before I read the cards. I think that Harry is so obsessed with wanting to be like his mother. You know, okay, so I grew up partially in South Africa and England, mostly South Africa. Even though I'm American, I'm from New York. I've lived here half my life, here being in America. But if you grew up in a Commonwealth country, especially because a lot of friends I know, not a lot, but I have a few friends that went to school with Prince Harry. You know, I have a friend whose friend dated Prince Harry. So it's oftentimes 6 degrees of separation. Now, when we were younger, because Harry's like about 6-7 years older than I am. When we were younger, no, 5 years older than I am, but when we were younger, you know, he was like the, I don't want to say the generation above me, but I say when I was like in middle school, he was in high school. So we used to like see stories about him acting out, going crazy, all that jazz. And people would always say he's like his dad. Always say he's like his dad. You know, some people don't think it's his dad. I don't know if that's the case, but who he grew up with paternally is King Charles. Now, I think he's tried so hard. You know, a lot of people say Prince William is like his mother. Prince William's like his mother. Prince William, like, it's been set in stone since they were kids. He's tried so hard to get away from the fact that he's like his dad, that he's almost doing it too much. And he's falling into the same trap. It's like when you run away from something and then it ends up happening. This is what's going to happen with him, you know? And his dad, he and his dad are very similar. I don't think he can see it, but he and his dad are very similar. They are both, in my opinion, very wishy-washy. Both, because King Charles too, when he was, I can't believe he's King Charles now. But King Charles too, when he was younger, he ran away. He, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did very similar things. That's when he met Camilla, who was against the royal family, etiquette and so forth. So I'm seeing a lot of similarities between he and his father. Those similarities that he wants to deny. Now, the reason I'm telling that story is because King Charles cheated on Princess Diana, excuse me. And I see Harry doing the same. See another woman in the picture. Wow. So 9 of Pentacles, 4 Wands, and 2 of Cups. A younger blonde. a younger blonde who's around. She's British, and that might be the reason why he moves back. I definitely see him moving back. I definitely see him not being able to see his children for some time, all that jazz. And that would explain why, if it comes true, which I highly believe it will, Megan, will prevent him from seeing his children. So the King of Pentacles, somebody, it might be King Charles, will introduce this woman to Prince Harry. Oh, the brilliant Harry. You know, it's because I also grew up with people that have names like common British names, so it's so hard to like so yeah, because they're going to do it in a very sneaky way. Wow. So bottom of the deck is Page of Swords. She's going to study him and find out his like weak. It kind of reminds me of Samson and Delilah. Do you know that biblical story, Samson and Delilah, where Delilah finds out all that stuff? I don't know if this is completely accurate, but she finds out his weaknesses and she cuts his hair. I haven't read that part of the Bible in a very long time, but very similar energy, that she's going to find out his weaknesses and kind of, I don't want to say trap him, because I don't think anybody can be trapped. I think it's very old terminology to think like that. But she's going to find out ways to seduce him and like lure him in. And he's a very weak, he's a lot like his dad, morally weak, character weak. That's why he needs a woman like Megan. He believes he needs a woman like Megan, because if he doesn't, he has no real moral compass, you know. So the Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, and Temperance. She might be a Sagittarius, Car Sagittarius, but very fiery energy, very spunky. And friends are going to actually support this. Even though it's messed up, people are going to see him light up again, be fun again. Because right now he's like very depressed and sad. So Ace of Cups is some similar one, and he's going to pursue her. He's going to feel like he's in love again and be lured back to the palace. Interesting. So my last one is about Lady Gaga. Please comment. I love what you have to say. Please be respectful, as I always say. Most of you are respectful. I just sometimes get those bot people that are just annoying, and what can you do about that, right? Okay, so also please share this video with somebody that you think might like it, enjoy it, just so we can grow the channel. The channel is growing, but I want to keep continuing to grow it. Yeah. Okay, Lady Gaga. Let me use a different deck for Lady Gaga, because I feel like she deserves it. You know, okay, so we've been talking about the Super Bowl. It was, what, 2 months ago? Can't believe it. I'll pick that up later. 2 months ago. Right? It was like a month ago. But I don't know. I just feel like Lady Gaga did such a great performance for the Super Bowl. I think she's phenomenal entertainer. I'm also keen about her doing Lady Harvey. Excuse me, not Lady Harvey. Harley? Oh my gosh, my brain. Playing opposite Joker, the one that Joker's like in love with. I forgot her name. Gosh, guys, this is very embarrassing. This fast I'm on. It makes my brain like, because I don't really eat. I had 2 apples. I'm gonna have dinner later, but I just had to cleanse my system. I get cleansing my system. So with the Lady Gaga, I'm not too keen about her playing Harley Quinn. Yeah, okay. Yay, thank God I remember. I love the comic books, so I'm like, why would I not remember that? I wasn't keen about Margot Robbie playing her. Honestly, I think somebody who would play her very well. I'll think about it and I'll get back to you guys. But when I heard Lady Gaga was playing, I was like, oh, really? I think they're trying to draw in millennials and Gen Zers. She was not, in my opinion, wasn't very good in that movie. What's that movie called? With Bradley Cooper. Anyways, I am very fond of Lady Gaga's work, but I don't think she's a good actress. I don't think she's a great enough actress to be alongside Joaquin Phoenix. But let's see what other people think, because just because I have that opinion doesn't mean that is what I pick up on the energy. Okay. And I'll come up with who I think would make a good... Do you guys have an idea if you'd like to play Harley Quinn? I just love comic books so much, and I think... But we'll see. I'm still going to watch the movie. Joker was a phenomenal movie. In fact, before Black Panther, that was the last movie I saw in theaters, which is kind of sad. I feel bad saying this because I know people who are actors, and one of them is such a sweet guy, and he's a phenomenal person. It's nothing to do about him. I just haven't really liked anything he's been in lately. But he's still a wonderful human being. I just feel bad, like, you know, saying that. Anyways, so this is a new beginning for Lady Gaga. I feel like with the full Two of Swords and Three of Wands, she's gonna come out as Stephanie with her last name, like use her last name as her, reintroduce herself to the world. No more as Lady Gaga, but as Stephanie, especially as she gets older. I actually love her first album, The Fame. Love. She did get a little dark later, which I didn't really like. I'm not into like dark stuff. I like light, positive, that kind of thing. But she's a phenomenal artist. I will not take that away from her. Phenomenal. One of the top 5, I think. And for me to say that is huge. And she writes, from what I know, all of her music and so forth. So I have a lot of respect for Lady Gaga. So 5 of Swords, I see a management switch up. 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. She's not very happy with certain people. She's all about loyalty. And you know, she is Aries. She's a New Yorker. As a fellow New Yorker, I get it. Loyalty is number 1 for me. I think that's why her and Perez Hilton, who I can't stand. I cannot stand Perez Hilton. I know he's watched my videos, so if he sees this, I really don't care. Because I can't stand him, and I think he has a lot of growth to do, but he's just denying it. And I saw the interview he did with Sloan. I was like, this is crazy. So I see her switching up. I see her switching up her management team. I think sometimes, and this is very Aries, she gets like overwhelmed with her anger, and just like everybody needs to go. And people around her have to be like, okay, you know, calm down. Like if she sees an article, this is just what I'm getting from the cards. If she sees an article she doesn't like, that somebody said about her, she'll be like, fire this person, fire that person, which is very New Yorker, you know, but you just can't go around firing everybody. Because it's not conducive, and then people don't trust you as an artist, and they don't want to work with you, stuff like that. So I'm seeing here as she grows, Strength, 8 of Wands, High Mind, she is definitely going to get rid of her team. I think she switched up her team, and I actually remember now Perez saying that. I don't know how many times, but I can see a few times. I'd say at least 3 times she switched up teams. But it's allowed her as an artist to evolve. And I think sometimes I'm very similar in that way, is that like if it's not working out for you, it doesn't have to be vengeful, but you can just move on. And that's how she feels. Like her artistry is so important to her. And I don't think her management now is supporting her actress career, like her being an actor. They want more music from her, and she's gonna be like, that's it. Like she's very quick to make those decisions. Like she won't even double think it. I agree with that. Sometimes a little too much I've had to learn, especially as a child of divorce. I've had to learn, like, can't just kick everybody out of my life, you know. We have to learn to give people grace, the same grace we ask for others. But 9 of Cups in the Chariot, she feels in her heart it's time to move on. It's time to move forward to somebody else. So yeah, that's what I have for you all. That is this week's video. I have 2 other videos coming up very soon. I'm about to record them now. Stay tuned for my lives. I love you all. If you want to become a member, please join. It's $4.99 a month. You get lots of perks. Take care.